Hello, this is Justin Joseph once again for Project COE, here with our next video review for Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on the Nintendo Wii. Mario and Sonic is a pretty interesting game, especially in a couple facets. Number one, it's actually directly correlated with the upcoming 2008 Summer Beijing Games, which is happening in China, the Olympics. And secondly, this is actually groundbreaking in the fact that it's the first game to ever bring the age-old rivals Mario and Sonic together in an actual competitive environment. It's just funny, though, that Sonic actually manages to outnumber the Mario camp, but that's also not surprising considering SEGA is actually the one that was responsible for developing this title. But anyway, the main idea of this game is to actually use either the Wii Remote or the Wii Remote and the Nunchuck to compete in over 20 unique events that are actually directly inspired by the Olympic Games. Many of them actually involve you having to have your character run, which is done by drumming the Wii Remote and Nunchuck up and down, which basically results in a hit or miss from gamer to gamer in terms of them being able to enjoy this game, because your arms are likely to become tired from doing that action quite a bit, depending on how often you actually play it and how consistent you do it. But it's still fun for the most part. I mean, a few of the events definitely don't feel right whenever you're actually playing them, but most of them actually make sense. And if you can get past the fact that you're bopping the controllers up or down or making some wacky movements with the controllers, then it can be fun. And the swimming is especially enjoyable because it's actually probably the closest reflection of the actual sport in terms of what you actually do to have your character compete in the event itself. Although by yourself, the experience definitely won't be nearly as captivating, because the multiplayer aspects is definitely where the the fun factor lies in this game. Up to 4 people can actually join in on the fun, and there's actually generally equal opportunity for each player. So, I mean, yeah, of course, if one person's played it for a longer time than others, then they have a better chance of dominating the the scoreboard, the leaderboards, and everything. But if you just get this game for your kids or something, or college students just band together for the first time, then everyone will sort of be on the same page and at the same level. Presentation-wise, it's actually a solid game. Mario and Sonic is actually sort of along similar lines in terms of Mario Strikers Charged on the Wii, in that the mascots themselves look very clean and lively. They definitely animate well. And the stadiums actually look fairly convincing at field level. The actual direct action and what you're seeing on the screen. It's just unfortunate that the actual spectators look like crap. I mean, you certainly do hear them, which helps to spice up the action and the overall atmosphere of what the game offers. But their visual presence is practically meaningless because it's just not there. And the music, it certainly won't blow you away either. You might as well even forget that it's there. I mean, it'll actually coincide with whatever event you're actually partaking in, but again, it's not going to win any awards and make you whistle it as you're not playing the game and stuff like that. But really, Mario and Sonic definitely has a lot of staying power, especially if you have people to play it with, to enjoy it with. And the Wi-Fi leaderboards actually keep you in the know in terms of how you actually stand up or stack up competition-wise against the world, because pretty much everything that you do is recorded and compared to people that have done the same if you have an actual wireless connection. So with that in mind, with everything that I've said, because of the mostly fun motion-driven gameplay and the actual multiplayer attraction of this mini-game fest, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games manages to score a solid 8.0 out of 10 from Project COE. In terms of the overall pros and cons, the pros, again, lie in the fact that this game has surprisingly fun mini-games. There's over 20 of them, and most of them make sense, and if you can get past the fact that there's a lot of drumming involved, which will probably make you tired, then you can still have a lot of fun with this. And the mostly pleasing visuals definitely helps to bring this game to life, at least on the graphical front, and the fact that if you have people to play this with, again, then the multiplayer will definitely give this game a lot more value than if you were trying to do solo the entire time, which obviously makes this a lot more boring. And finally, with the negatives, again, physically tiring. That's what this game can be, and I can definitely see a lot of gamers not liking that, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And also, the atmosphere is kind of brought down a notch with the spectator presence. Yes, you can actually hear them, but without actually being able to see them and really see them react to what you're doing, it's just kind of dull. At least in that sense, I've always been a sort of a stickler for that. And the fact that, yes, you have Wi-Fi leaderboards, but you can't compete against people online in the actual mini games, which is kind of a downer. So if we see a game like this in the future, hopefully that actually gets rectified. So, as always, hopefully you found this review to be informative, and if you managed to check this out, hopefully you enjoy it. I rented it myself and managed to like it, and I might actually purchase it for my friends and I in the future. And as always, check out our text review on the website for more information, and thank you for your time.